Have you ever stayed in a relationship way too long just because you were afraid of being alone? That happened to me. And now, looking back, I can't believe how blind I was to all the red flags. My boyfriend said that the changes I made to wake up earlier, have more productive days, and live a healthier life made me incredibly boring. He thinks he's not compatible with someone like me. And I don't know what to do, because I don't want us to break up over something like this. Posted by me/conversation 16202. Sorry if this is long or a bit messy, I wasn't sure what details mattered. My boyfriend Tom, 21M, and I, 21F, have been together since we were 17. Right now, we live with my dad. Recently, I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule so that on the days I work, it's easier to get up early and bike to work. During the week, I usually get up around 5. If I work, I leave the house at 6. On my days off, I'll go for a walk or exercise. At night, I try to shower and get in bed around 9 so I can fall asleep by 9:30. I like this routine because I feel more rested, more productive, and overall healthier. He, on the other hand, is a night owl and doesn't go to bed until somewhere between 2:30 and 4 a.m. That means he doesn't wake up before 10 at the earliest. His sleep habits don't bother me. Sure, it'd be nice if we went to bed together, but I'm fine with how it is, especially since we both only work 2 or 3 days a week. That leaves us plenty of time together. If his routine works for him, fine. I don't think it's my place to try to change it. But he often makes me feel guilty when I say I'm going to bed. Our bedroom is big, and it has all the consoles, his computer, our TV, etc. I ask him to go upstairs for half an hour. There's another TV up there and he has his laptop, while I try to sleep. Then he can come back down and play or do whatever he wants, as long as he doesn't turn on the main light or make noise. But when I ask, he usually gets defensive. Last night, he told me he doesn't think he can be with someone like me, that sleeping like this has made me incredibly boring. I'd be willing to compromise and stay up later on weekends to go out or just hang out with him at home, but he works Friday and Saturday nights until midnight or 1 a.m. I actually already stay up that late to pick him up, since he doesn't drive. When we get home, he still asks me to stay awake with him. Last weekend I thought we'd figured out a solution. I cook him dinner before he gets home so he doesn't have to cook, and then we can watch an episode together before bed. That's about all I can handle before I crash. He seemed fine with that, but we haven't actually tried it yet. I just don't know what to do. He really seems upset with me and I don't understand why. I don't think asking him to leave the room for half an hour is much. And on the days when I could stay up later, he's working. I don't think this should be a deal breaker, because eventually we'll both have jobs with more similar schedules. But I don't know what else to do to make him happy with the situation. Top comment: he's living rent-free in your dad's house? You said you drive him everywhere. Does he contribute anything or just use you while complaining? My reply: we both pay $50 a week. The driving part is what really annoys me, and no matter how much I ask him to learn, he doesn't care. Comment 2. I know this isn't the main issue, but if you're the one driving him everywhere, it's not his choice not to care. Make it clear you'll only drive him as long as he's putting in the effort to get his license. If not, stop being his chauffeur. Night buses barely run and taxis would be crazy expensive long-term. Don't let him be so passive. My reply: I've already told him this. Where we live, you need 100 hours of practice before you can take the test. I was slow getting mine too, but his permit expires in November and he's way behind. I tell him I won't drive him, but then I feel bad about him walking alone at night. It makes me feel guilty. Edit. I talked to him today when he woke up, and he didn't want to argue about the sleep schedule anymore. I guess that's something. But a lot of people think he's taking advantage of me. It's not about money. He actually makes more than me. Sometimes his stepdad or my dad gives him a ride. And we just had a death in the family, so he doesn't want to ask my dad for help. If I refuse to drive him, he'll say he never wanted a manual car anyway and that's why he's not learning. Honestly, we both need to grow up. I've tried talking about goals and the future, but he never says anything. How can I bring it up without sounding like the nagging girlfriend? Update, 2.5 years later. My original post is years old, and I can't believe I wrote it. Back then, I was blind to the problems and refused to leave Tom, even though that was the right thing. We broke up about 6 months later, but got back together even though I was moving abroad to teach English. While I was away, he barely talked to me, never asked how I was, and got more and more disrespectful. I even came back early because I felt guilty for leaving him alone for so long. We were supposed to move abroad together, but he backed out because he didn't want to leave his best friend. I dumped him again and decided to move by myself. It was scary being alone after so many years with him, but it was the best choice. Turns out, while I was abroad, he was sleeping with his best friend. And I also realized I'm a lesbian. Tom still lives in my dad's house and works the same job. I bought my first apartment and love living independently abroad. I've grown so much and done things I never imagined while stuck in that relationship. Now I know being single is way better than being with someone who doesn't love you. Comment, I'm so proud of you. Plus, moving to another country. Amazing. Me, thanks. At first it was hard being alone and really intimidating to move on my own, but now I'm infinitely happier. Comment 2. Congrats. Isn't it weird that he's still living with your dad? Me, yeah, it's weird. Our breakup was messy, and I asked my dad to kick him out, but he wouldn't. Tom pays more rent now, and my dad didn't want to lose that. It was disappointing, but I've gotten over it. Comment 3. It's strange he even wants to stay there. Me, yeah, super weird. At first I said he could stay until he found a place. But after finding out he cheated, I moved in with my mom. He stayed with my dad. He said he felt bad, but clearly not bad enough to leave. It sounds crazy, but honestly, I barely think about it anymore. Thanks for listening to this story. If you enjoy these kinds of stories, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode. See you in the next video.